Lejno last time, so a really good-looking semi-final. And with Saifudanov in there in the mix, it's going to be really exciting.
Mouth-watering contest ahead. The first two riders make it into the final here. Hancock off the inside, Emil Saifudanov off 2, Magnus Zetterström off 3, and Thomas Golub going off the outside. Even though if you don't make the final, you'll be looking to get third place to add a point to your Grand Prix tally. Every point counts, that's how vital it is. This is the first semi-final here in Gothenburg. Dry conditions now, we're pleased to report. And the track regraded again during that interval. Andreas Jonsson, who will feel pretty fortunate that he's made it into the semi-finals. He'll be watching this one with interest. He looked a beaten man earlier on, Andreas Jonsson, but it just shows never give up. 3 points from 3 rides and he's made the final. First semi-final it is though. Greg Hancock in red. He is the meeting leader going into this race and has made a decent start. How tight was that? It's Golub now comes around the outside in yellow. Hancock is in red. Magnus Zetterström is third. The man at the back though is Emil Saifudanov with a lot of work ahead of him now, but Golub looking at his best here.
He was tough there as well. He turned left across in front of Greg Hancock, who had to come out of the throttle, and that allowed Zetterström for a moment to put pressure on Hancock. Golub brilliant round that first corner, slamming the door shut, making sure he's hanging on to the lead. Hancock settles in second place. Saifudanov's out the back. It's going to be very difficult for him to make a move from there.
This is a great result for Jason Crump, who's not in the semi-final, and Emil Saifudanov right now is looking like his night is going to be over on 8 points, and that would put him on a total of 22 Grand Prix points, and Jason Crump is on 26.
Yeah.
So Crump would still be the series leader despite his night so far. But Thomas Golub has the race under control. Greg Hancock is second. Magnus Zetterström is third. Saifudanov still challenging at the back to try and nick a point of Magnus Zetterström here. But Thomas Golub, let's salute him. He is going to get 3 big points. 12 points into the final he goes. Thomas Golub, a battle at the back for that third spot, but it's Hancock and Golub,
fantastic.
the 2 old masters who get into the final.
Well, the 2 boys that missed out last time and had poor Grand Prix bounce back in style, they're through to the final. Golub doing the business, just apologising for that move down the back straight on the opening lap, that's for sure, because that was tough, but Golub loves the outside and he made it work there.
Yeah, Golub the winner. Greg Hancock was second, and Magnus Zetterström ends his night on 9 points.
Yeah.
Saifudanov ends on 8. Here we see the standings now with Zetterström, well, 5th place. What a night it's been for him, and he's taking a lap of honour now.
Deservedly so. He's loving it out there. That man also enjoying the conditions here this evening. As you rightly say, Nigel, it's a result for Jason Crump, although he wasn't in the race, because his 2 rivals that were on the rostrum with him in Lejno have failed to go any further in the meeting and score, so far from disastrous for him, things working out. But Golub roars away from the outside, roars around the first corner, but watch this down the back straight. He squeezes Hancock down that back straight and makes it difficult for him, but they're both through. Best of friends, might not be in a minute. The final comes out, but certainly Zetterström's enjoyed himself.
Quite rightly so. He deserves the accolade, he deserves the appreciation of the fans, and Thomas Golub and Greg Hancock in the final, the young pretender Emil Saifudanov. Well, big future ahead of him.
Oh, no doubt about that, and a bit of revenge for Golub.